Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads Mahabharata 42. As you may remember, Vidura was describing to the king Arjuna at the tournament. Looking at him, the crowd has become excited. He's being cheered. The heart of the blind king was burning with jealousy, but hiding it, he spoke words of sweetness, praising the sons of Pandu. Kunti had already seated herself with the other ladies of the royal household. She was happy to see her sons excel themselves in all feats. Looking at Arjuna, tears of joy filled her eyes. She felt proud that she was the mother of this beautiful, powerful young man. Life in Hastinapura had made her forget her past miseries to a certain extent. Now that her sons were grown up, her old worries gradually went out of her mind. She lived for her sons and was happy in their happiness. These few years had lulled her into a sense of security. She felt that her sons were safe, that nothing would make them unhappy, or her for that matter. Nothing would happen to make them unhappy. She was sure of it. Arjuna and his brothers were the favorites of the people. Arjuna pleased the people with various feats of archery. Everyone was convinced that there was no one equal to him in the use of the bow and arrows. His skill was clearly evident. The arrows poured out of his bow like drops of rain, now one by one and now all together. They could not be seen, so swift was their flight as they coursed through the air. It was a fascinating sight. When all were absorbed in watching Arjuna and his dexterity, the people were startled by a sudden noise. It sounded like the clap of thunder. The earth resounded with the roar. The noise came from somewhere near the gateway. Duryodhana and his brothers turned their faces toward the direction from which the sound came. Has a mountain fallen down? Is the sky suddenly filled with huge black thunderclouds which are bent on destroying the world? Such were the thoughts that came to the minds of the people. The entire face of the assembly was now turned in the direction of the sound, like a cornfield blown in one direction by a steady breeze. Duryodhana stood up with the mace in his hand, surrounded by his 100 brothers and the others, and like Indra, surrounded by the lesser gods of the heavens. Arjuna had to stop. All the 5 brothers turned their eyes toward the gateway. The crowd was making way for someone. In a moment, a path could be seen. Someone was approaching. He came nearer. He walked like a lion. The crowd looked on, amazed at the sight of a man who looked like a god. They heard the noise again. It was the twang of the bowstring of this newcomer. It was Radeya. With his kavacha and kundala glowing golden in the evening light, he strode to the stage with the grace of a panther. He approached Drona. After saluting him, he addressed Arjuna in a voice compelling as the rumbling of a thundercloud. I have come to challenge you. You seem to be too conceited with the skill you have displayed so far. I can do all of that and much more, too. If your guru permits, I will show you. Radeya repeated all the feats which Arjuna had so greatly impressed the assembly with. Until then, it would have been a conquest for Arjuna, a complete conquest, if this intruder had not stepped in. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.